You know, but
oh, really? No, what? I have to live up in the North Bronx there.
Oh, you're in the Bronx, okay.
What part of New York City are you from, brother?
I grew up in Bayside in Queens.
Oh, Bayside. I've become my boys over there. That's a nice spot.
Yeah, I grew up, you know, like in the, well, actually in the area, you know, I grew up in Bay Terrace, down by the water over there, over in Fort Taunton. I don't know if you know where that is, but anyway, that area.
But, man, I'm just like astounded.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So then it's like sort of like, you know, it's like mellow right now. There's like there's some people are just chilling. All right. Well, they told you can't go back with you can't bring a tent. You can't bring a you know, something to eat there. You know, so they're restricting everything. They're restricting everything. Yeah.
They're fucking it up. We used to have like the art department here. I mean, you had unbelievable like paints and sculptures and signs and like I said, I feel like a kid. You know, like it's like after Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing here. It's like it's really sad. It's really depressing. You know. Really, just bereft of love and you know, joy and happiness like that was here. It's really a fucking sad scene in now.
Yeah, that's really bad, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, anyway, listen, everybody out there. So we're all listening to Robert here from We Are Change New York City. He called in, you know, telling us that there's you know, a small presence down there in Zuccotti Park right now, and not much activity, and everyone's sort of bummed out, and you know, it looks like you know, the police have barricaded areas off, so nobody has any of the normal nice things that they like to have there, you know, like food and stuff like that, and people with their art and stuff. It's just a bare bones, right, Robert? It's like bare bones.
Bare bones. They've been got a little general assembly here. It's like 50 people. It's so sad compared to like we have like 500 here.
Wow.
You know, it's like it really is kind of depressing. But you know, we're going to carry on and forge ahead. I think we built a lot of awareness, and
right.
you know, I tell you the truth, I'm surprised we got to stay here as long as we did. But that's all right because we got a lot of motivated, courageous, determined people. So this is the thing. All our votes have bumps and you know, forks in the past. So we're just going to keep on. What's up, Matt? Moving ahead.
Yeah, moving ahead, Robert, listen, since you're down there and you're with those folks down there and you're right at Zuccotti Park and you're right where in the middle of this town, and don't look at it as being a down situation. The people that are there, you got to tell them the truth. Listen, this isn't about talking about, you know, you can't be having all these social ideas. These criminal bankers are the problem. We have to, like, get the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. They got to know who we're fighting against. They got to know why you're calling into this show right now, Robert, is because we are change. And the only way we can change this is by letting these people know. Like down there, get them out there. Hand out as much as you can. Tell them, listen, look, who owns the Federal Reserve? We got to stop the Federal Reserve. We got to end this violence because this is going to turn to violence. It's going to happen. They're projecting it. They're projecting it. They want it to happen. And we have to let them know that it's the bankers, not the people, that are the problem. That's the whole thing. Why do we have to mace an 85-year-old lady like they did in Seattle? Why do they have to do all the banging heads like they did down in New York? Why? You know, it's because of these criminals. They bang their heads, right? Right?
It's true. This is definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh yeah, we gotta get it's a marathon. You got it.
It's the bankers and
it's the bankers, man.
Yeah. And you're right. You know, we're not getting like the civil rights movement or like the women's suffrage movement. This is not going to happen very day. It's going to take years and years and years.
Well, a good start would be to like just get the people behind ending the Fed, getting like a candidate like Ron Paul elected president, somebody that really understands that that's where the problem is. The problem is with the Federal Reserve System. It's a debt-based money system. It's an enslaving system, and that's the point. Now they're of course going to fight this tooth and nail, but the people ultimately have the power. They have the resources, but the people have the power. I tell you that. It's crazy. You know, I don't know what to say, Rob. It just...
Like I said, I'm going over here where I used to sleep, and I said, but you're right, the people are waking up, and then people are like, oh, well, nothing really got accomplished. a lot got to come. A lot of people read, a lot of people asked questions, a lot of people exactly found out. Like a lot of people didn't even know about the Federal Reserve.
Exactly.
Or the Rothschild banking cartels. So a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom was shared and put out there. So I feel that's extremely positive message.
That's exactly it.
You're pretty smart. You have some very good ideas. I just saw, who's here, Matthew LePasic. I'm sure you know him.
Yeah.
He said the same. What's up?
Excellent. Cool. Yeah. Well, just, hey, listen, guys, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving on. You know, we got to keep fighting the New World Order. These guys are going to eat us alive if we let them. It's like, like we fell into the lion cage and the lions are there. What are you going to do? You're going to let them eat you or you're going to fight them? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but this is what we got to do. Keep the fight going, brothers. I don't know what else to say. Good out to you, man. Who else is down there? Anyone else that we know or that I would know?
What we are saying here, city people are down here.
Yeah.
Like, a normal crowd that we have at Ground Zero, we're over here.
Right.
It's like, so, like I said, I think Matthew LePasic here.
Okay.
I don't know, like I said, well, everyone is still, like, licking your wounds, like, trying to fucking grab a blanket, and, trying to speak with your lawyer, and,
right.
I'm still a little fucked up right now. Speaking with you.
Oh, it's awesome speaking with you. Thank you, Rob. Call in anytime.
Hell yeah. All right, brother. Be good to be safe. One love.
Okay, you too, brother. I guess Guiteau was sort of like a John Hinckley type, you know? But the difference is that he had these political feelings that he should be like running the country and all this, or becoming an ambassador. And he literally wrote a letter. Of course, he shot. The thing with Guiteau is like he believed that he was doing a service to America. He thought that he would be looked at as a hero because Garfield was a tyrant, which is just crazy. You know, it's like absolutely crazy. If anything, Garfield would have done good things for the country. That's why I go back to the whole idea about the CIA. I mean, it's sort of freaky because here you have a guy who's really trying to stop corruption in the government, take hold of sound money, and understand that sound money is the answer. That if you don't have sound money, you're always gonna have debt and tyranny and all that other stuff that's gonna come along with it. And this guy just opposes him, calls him a tyrant and all of this. Meanwhile, he wants to attack the banks. Literally, on record, he says stuff about the banks. Lots of stuff about the banks. I still, to this day, I don't really understand. But it's very, like, again, they must have used this as an atypical scenario for somebody or a model to use. But it just does seem like mind control. It seems so much like, with my research, and I do quite a bit of it, this guy is like a classic mind control victim. But could they have done that? Maybe Freud was there. They had all the technology. I'm experiencing right now, as we're on air, ladies and gentlemen, I'm experiencing like thoughts. I'm just thinking. I mean, obviously I don't have all the answers, and I'm just wondering. Maybe there is a. I'm a skeptic of psychiatry. I'm a skeptic of that whole thing as far as giving people medicine to make them feel good. Psychology, or the idea of talking things out, and more like therapy. All right, I can understand therapy. But there is something sort of freaky about it. I never really, liked the idea of it in general. And now you have these type of people that seem to be under like MK Ultra mind control.
We are Change with host Howard Nema, exposing the collectivist global elite's Malthusian quest for a new world order. A one-world dictatorial government where all aspects of human life are under their control. Truth Talk Radio, where news the mainstream media ignores is the top story and your voice is heard. Every Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. and every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's We Are Change with Howard Nema. Fridays, 1 to 3 p.m. and Saturdays, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only on informedradio.com.
So much your whole speech, but I was particularly pleased that you gave such a strong endorsement for the free trade agreement for all the Americans, subject that has been of great concern to me for many years, and particularly recently, and I think it's absolutely essential for the strength of our economy.